You think you choose what to watch on YouTube, but that's not how it works. YouTube doesn't react to your interests, it predicts them. Before you feel curiosity, before boredom, before obsession, the algorithm already knows what will keep you watching. And today, you'll see how it does it. Part 1. The Casino of Infinity. When you open this app, you believe you are entering a library, a place of infinite knowledge and entertainment. But that is a lie. You haven't walked into a library. You have walked into a casino designed by the smartest engineers in history. Notice the design. There are no stopping points, no end of page, just an infinite scroll. This is known in psychology as a ludic loop. It is the same mechanism used in slot machines to induce a trance-like state. You think you are the explorer, navigating through millions of videos, but in reality, you are the terrain being mapped. The illusion of choice is the most powerful tool of control. They give you a menu of 10 videos, and because you pick one, you feel free. But who chose the 10? You are not the customer. You are the product. And your time is the raw material they are mining. Part 2. The Digital Voodoo Doll. Most people think the algorithm tracks, likes, and subscribes. That is amateur thinking. Those are conscious actions. The algorithm doesn't care about what you say you like. It cares about what your lizard brain cannot resist. It is building a digital voodoo doll of you, stitch by stitch. It tracks the micro behaviors you aren't even aware of. It measures the milliseconds you hover over a thumbnail. It analyzes exactly where you skip in a video. It records the volume level you prefer at night versus the morning. It knows when your scrolling speed slows down, indicating fatigue, and immediately serves you shorter, lower-effort content to keep you hooked. It's not measuring your taste in art. It is measuring your lack of impulse control. It knows your sleep schedule better than your partner. It knows your political leanings better than your parents. It is a silent observer that never sleeps, never judges, but always remembers. Part 3. Weaponizing Emotion. If the algorithm's goal is retention, then peace is the enemy. Content that makes you calm, rational, or satisfied is dangerous to the platform because satisfied people put the phone down. To keep you on the screen, the system must trigger a high arousal state: fear, anger, outrage, anxiety. This is why a balanced political debate will never go as viral as a screaming match. The algorithm has learned a dark truth about human biology. The amygdala, the fear center of your brain, reacts faster than the prefrontal cortex, the logic center. It prioritizes conflict over resolution. It feeds you enemies you didn't know you had. It turns your feed into a battlefield, not because it wants war, but because war keeps you watching. Part 4. The Rabbit Hole. Progressive Extremism. Obsession is rarely instant. It is manufactured through a process called progressive exposure. Imagine you watch a video about basic fitness. The next day, the sidebar suggests a video about the lies of the food industry. A week later, you are being served content about biological superiority and collapse of society. The algorithm is constantly testing your boundaries. It gently pushes you toward more extreme versions of your interests, because extreme content generates longer watch times. It creates a filter bubble. Eventually, your reality creates a feedback loop. You stop seeing the world as it is. You only see the world as the algorithm has curated it for you. Diversity disappears. Dissenting opinions vanish. You are locked in a digital echo chamber where every video confirms your existing biases, convincing you that this is the only truth. Part 5. Withdrawal and the Skinner box. Have you ever tried to close the app, only to open it again 3 seconds later without thinking? That is not an accident. That is conditioning. You are inside a Skinner box. In the 1930s, B.F. Skinner discovered that if you give a rat a treat every time it presses a lever, it gets bored. But if you give it a treat only sometimes, randomly, the rat becomes obsessed. It will press the lever until it starves. You are the rat. The refresh pull is the lever. Sometimes you get a bad video. Sometimes you get a viral hit that gives you a dopamine rush. That unpredictability creates a chemical dependency in your brain. When you try to stop, the silence feels heavy. The boredom feels unbearable. That discomfort you feel when you aren't consuming content, that is the sound of your dopamine receptors crying out for their next fix. Finally, the dark mirror. It is easy to blame the code, to call it an evil AI overlord. But the truth is much darker. The algorithm doesn't force you to watch. It doesn't hold your eyes open. It is simply a mirror. A perfect, hyper-efficient mirror that reflects our deepest, most primal desires back at us. It shows us what we actually watch, not what we pretend to value. If we truly wanted educational, calm, and nuanced content, the algorithm would give it to us. But we don't. We click on the drama. We stay for the fear. The algorithm didn't steal your attention. You gave it away. And now that it knows who you truly are, it will never let you go.